Me and Earl was hauling chickens on a flatbed out of Wiggins, and we spent all night on the uphill side of 37 miles of hill, which is called Wolf Creek Pass, which is up on the Great Divide. We were sitting there sucking toothpicks, drinking knee-highs and onion soup mix, and I said, Earl, let's mail a card to Mother and send those chickens on down the other side. Yeah, let's give them a ride. Wolf Creek Pass, way up on the Great Divide, trucking on down the other side. Well, Earl set down his bottle, mashed his foot down on the throttle, and a couple boobs and 1,000 cubes of a 1948 Peterbilt screamed alive and woke up the chickens. We pulled off that there shoulder, spraying pine cones, rocks, and boulders, and sent 2,000 head of Rhode Island Red and a couple burnt-out roosters on the line. Look out below, because here we go. Wolf Creek Pass, way upon the Great Divide, trucking on down the other side. Well, Earl, we commenced the trucking, and those hens commenced the clucking. And about that time, Earl reached into his pocket, grabbed a match, scratched his pants, and lit up the unused $half cigar and said,
It sure looks pretty up here.
So I said, Earl, this road could spill us. If you're not careful, it's going to kill us. Make one mistake, it's the pearly gates for you, me, and these 83 crates of USDA approved cluckers. You want to hit second? So Earl grabbed the shifter and he stabbed her into fifth gear. And about that time, the fully illuminated, chrome-plated, genuine accessory store shift knob came right off in his hand. I said, you want to thread that back on there, Earl? When I was trying to thread that on there, the fire from his cigar fell, lit in the cuff of Earl's pants, burned a hole in his sock. Yeah, I'd like to set him right on fire. About that time, I started counting phone poles going by at about the rate of 12 to the 7th tower. Together, carried 3 and added 12. Came up with 27,000 telephone poles in all, an hour. I looked at Earl. His eyes was wide, his lip was curled, his leg was fried. His hands were stuck to the steering wheel like a tongue to a sled in a blizzard. I said, Earl, now's the time for me to explain that I'm not the kind to complain, but if they don't scrape us, if you don't apply some brake real soon, they're going to scrape us off the road with a stick and a spoon. So Earl reared back, cocked his leg, stepped as hard as he could on the brake pedal and went clean to the floor, kind of like stepping on a plum. From there on in, it wasn't really pretty. It was Hairpin County and Switchback City. Some curves looked like a can full of worms, others looked like the malaria germs. Right in the middle of the whole blamed show was a really nice tunnel. Now, wouldn't you know, the sign said clearance to the 12-foot line. Those chickens was stacked at 13.9. Shot the tunnel at 110 like gas through a funnel and eggs through a hen. Skimmed that top row of chickens like scum off a Louisiana swamp. Down, around we went until we ran out of ground. Dashed through the side of the feed store, downtown Pocosa Springs. Wolf Creek Pass, way upon the Great Divide, turned on down the other side.